What's good, everybody, man? And we back again with another BNB talk. Man, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's to everybody. Merry Christmas. We hope everybody had a great New Year. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Second of all, man, we are definitely praying for that the Bills player who went down the other night, man. That's crucial in any sport, man. So, you know, even though we're baseball guys, we definitely are praying for that family, man, because we want nobody to go through anything like that. So without further ado, you know what I'm saying, me and my brother, we're back again. And in today's guest, you know, we got Christian Little of LSU, man. And Christian, just how it's an honor for you to be on the show with us today, it's definitely an honor for us to have you here today, man. We definitely appreciate you coming down. Being an African American in the SEC, man, we love to see it. So I mean, we had to reach out to him and just kind of get his side of things. For those of y'all that don't know Christian, you know, he's from St. Louis. Pitched at Vandy, now currently at LSU, man. So, all right, that's enough for me, man. So I'm gonna let Chris talk, man. But how you doing today, man?
I'm good. Appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to come do this. You know, there's not too many, obviously, black siblings that are doing things like this and giving a voice and a platform for people like me to come speak on.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Because you have a story, man, and obviously we're gonna get to that today. We're gonna get to it, man.
But first,
okay,
I got Devin 4 gift cards for Christmas.
okay.
Got him a Chick-fil-A gift card that he already used. Got him a Texas Roadhouse gift card that we're gonna use tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
Got a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card that he already used.
I ain't get that one.
I used that.
Oh, I was gonna say I ain't get the Buffalo. I didn't get the
I got it
Starbucks.
in my truck. I was like, I was like, man.
I got the Starbucks.
Yeah, you got to Starbucks. I know you like Starbucks, man. But hey, Big Chris here today, man. I'm excited. Like I said, we getting a lot of high-level baseball guys on our
High-level
show.
baseball guys,
And
man.
that is super awesome, man. But Devin, the awesome part about him is his story, though.
Story.
I
Yes.
got to hear about the graduation in the College World Series.
Right, man.
hear
So
about
before we even do that, bro, who is Christian, man? Tell us a little bit about you, man.
Christian's a baseball player, obviously. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. 19 years old. Most people know me because I graduated high school early, went to college, played in the College World Series at 17, played 2 years at Vanderbilt. Obviously just transferred. Now I'm at LSU, and now I'm here talking to y'all.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you hit it. So obviously, the first thing we want to hear about is your high school career, man. How was your high school career?
No, high school for me was really good. It was fun. You know, I was on a pretty high level as far as high school baseball, so I got to experience all of that, PG All-American, all those things that young amateur baseball players wish for. I got to do all of that. So high school was amazing, and then, you know, I just felt like I needed more, so graduated early, went to college, Vanderbilt early. I was on that team with Kamara Rocker and Jack Leiter. Ended up making it to the College World Series. We played in the finals. I started 2 games in the College World Series. So,
But you started these games as a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even go inside a bar or nothing. Wow. So was that nerve-wracking being 17, facing 22 and 23-year-old dudes? Because ain't nobody in this College World Series hard.
no, actually, I'm not gonna say it was nerve-wracking. Honestly, I didn't really I'm not gonna say I didn't understand it, but I didn't really feel what everybody else kind of probably saw or expected me to feel until it was all over, and then I was like, dang, like I really accomplished that, like that really happened. But no, I'm a pretty present person as far as staying in the moment and kind of just dealing with things you're dealing with at the time. My parents did a really good job, at least I think, of raising me to be able to handle things that may seem like they're big or anything like that. Like I feel like I'm built for a lot of things I got to handle, so it didn't really affect me that much. Yeah, I did that.
So Chris, growing up, you told me your dad was a high school baseball coach.
Mm-hmm.
You grew up around the game.
Mm-hmm.
Also played professional ball for 11 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So during when he coached high school, you was probably what, 3, 4, 5?
No, actually, so my dad was drafted the year I was born. So when I was growing up and I was younger, he was always playing. So he played 11 years professionally, minor league baseball, and then when he was done with that, then he was coaching. So I'd say probably around the age where I was like 10, 11, maybe 12. He was coaching high school baseball, actually where we're from, which makes it even better with my godfather, and his other best friend. So those three got to coach a high school baseball team together, all-black high school baseball team.
Oh, wow.
So I got to grow up around that. Just always being around the game, from him playing. My mom always drove us to games. Like, she made sure we were present around that. So I was there for a lot of his career, and just always been around.
So you grew up with a dad. So tell me, was your dad hard on you? Like was it time where you were like how was the relationship with you and your dad?
I mean, anybody who's good at something, I feel like has to have somebody who's hard on them in some area, and he was hard on me for sure. I'm not gonna say he was overbearing, but he was definitely hard. I mean, people that expect things out of you are gonna demand things out of you, and sometimes that comes off as hard. But I would just say he was demanding of what he felt. Yeah, what he felt I was capable of doing.
And you look where you're at now.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy thing is, man, let's go back a little bit before that, 14, right? So you were 14, you got the opportunity to go represent the United States of America in Panama. Mm-hmm. How was that experience? Do you feel like you playing for Team USA, that's essentially what got you on that higher level?
I feel like I had just got on the scene right before that, but then that kind of just like, that experience alone was unreal. Just going out of the country with a group of guys who were very like-minded and in like situation as myself, and go play against other people from different places you've never met before and might never see again, and experience a different culture around baseball. I know American culture of baseball, but going and seeing Panamanian culture around baseball was insane. Just they're playing instruments during the game and don't stop. Like it was a whole different game.
It's a party.
And then on top of that, we got to win gold, so that was also.
Oh, so you won a gold medal. So you are. Damn, I'm sitting in a room with a gold medalist.
Two gold medals.
Trey, now that one you got in Dixie Youth of a Day don't count.
Okay.
It's
gold, though. It's gold. Hey. You talk about gold medalists, you gotta be specific.
So I heard you earlier, and we were just in the academy talking. You were like, you were excited to go to college because it gave you more of a competition. Mm-hmm. So do you feel like the early success in your career gave you the confidence that you needed to go to Vanderbilt and be 17 and perform? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, me as a 17-year-old, I was nervous about. I was 18 when I went to college, and I still was nervous. Mm-hmm. I went JUCO. I ain't even go SEC. I couldn't imagine throwing the first pitch against Arkansas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The whole crowd out there.
Let me tell you about it. I did. I was 18. I threw my first pitch in the SEC. Like he said, it's a little nerve-wracking. But I mean, if you built for it, you built for it. Yeah. So, I only threw one pitch, though.
That was it.
It was before the game started. But I threw a pitch, though.
Yeah.
So... But no, that's you're right. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Good like a good statement on that. So,
but yeah, though, man. So man, let's just go back to your first season at Vandy, right? You're in the same bullpen as Kumar and Jack, who are the top two pitchers in the country. So was that a different type of pressure, knowing like, okay, he's throwing game one, he's throwing game two, and here you are game three? Like, was that a different type of, like, how did that feel? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, honestly, if anything, it was more of a learning experience than anything. Like, it was more of a, all right, cool. I get to, like, not that I'm in the shadow of them necessarily, but, like, I'm, like, watching greatness in front of me. Like, if those aren't the two greatest 1-2 of all time in college baseball, it's up there. And
I haven't seen another one.
And just like on a daily basis, watching what goes on in the background, and then you read the reports, you see the news, you hear these things, and it's like people don't even understand what goes into it. So getting to see what goes into that made them how great they were was honestly honestly for me, it was the biggest learning experience as far as a college baseball player, and just being able to see them every weekend was unreal.
Chris, did you learn from those two guys?
Oh, 100%.
So you was a student. I'm good myself, but I'm still a student.
I feel like no matter who you are, you have to be a student because you don't know everything. Never will. The game changes. New information comes out, technology, this and that. So for you to be set in your own ways would be kind of just disrespectful, not only to yourself, but to other people. And you never know. Like, you can always be better in some fashion. Nobody's perfect. So just getting to see how Jack goes through his routine, and then like going to see how like Kumar competes in a game was just like unreal to me.
He was a bulldog.
Yeah.
How big is he? How big is he? Cause you pretty big. He bigger than you?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
He bigger than you?
Yeah.
How tall are you, Chris?
I'm 6'4".
So okay, 6'2".
Yeah, he like 6'5" with some diesel on him.
Oh.
Yeah, and his dad's a football coach, so
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw him in the stands. He was like, where did he coach at?
He was at Tennessee.
A lot of places.
He was at Tennessee at the time. Whenever he was playing at Vandy, I think his dad was at Tennessee.
Okay. Wow.
So tell me this, man. Who did you make your debut against? Like, who was your first college debut?
Western Kentucky.
How did that go? How was that?
It was pretty good. Actually, it was cool. It was an alright game. Like I always want to do better, but I mean, like I got to play against a guy that I kind of like grew up training with and everything, so that was cool.
Yeah.
I think he was a junior at the time, so it was just like it was a comfortable situation. It was a big game for me, just being able to go do that and all the work that I went through academically wise to be able to get into college early and do all that. So it was kind of just more of a celebration than anything for me and my family, so it was great.
So Chris, you said earlier you went to an all-black high school?
No, my dad coached at all-black high school. I went to a private school in St. Louis. It's called Christian Brothers College High School. We got some guys that have been in the MLB out of there, but some NFL guys and some NBA guys. So it's a big sports school in St. Louis.
Jason Tatum dad.
Yeah.
He told me Jason Tatum dad coached basketball.
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum's dad.
JD.
Yeah, he's a
I
high
know
school
what I'm saying to my
basketball
son.
coach.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
So your dad the baseball coach, Jason Tatum the basketball coach at this school.
Nah, so my dad coached at where we're from. It's a University City High School. It's about 10, 15 minutes from there.
Okay.
And that's a public school.
Okay.
So, where I went to school, Jason Tatum's dad was a high school basketball coach, and yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's a big athletic school. So.
Yeah. Did Jason Tatum ever come to school when you was there?
Yeah, for sure.
All the time. Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. And his younger brother, his dad's other son, also was there. Went to school there while I went there. Larry Hughes' son went to school there.
Wow.
While I was there. So I had to be around Larry Hughes and Jason Tatum's there all the time.
So in high school, were you like a two-sport athlete, one-sport athlete? What did you do?
I played basketball for a year, but I mean, baseball's always been my focus, so everything's kind of going into that.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. So tell me this. So now you transferring from Vanderbilt to LSU. You had what people say he's a Nick Saban of baseball, Tim Corbin. Right now you're going over to Coach Jay Johnson. I know he is like just awesome. He's an awesome baseball coach. Are those two guys similar at times, or the same, or a little different?
Yeah. So if there was a spectrum of coaches, they would be on opposite ends for sure. Jay's, they're both extremely elite coaches. Obviously, I mean they're at the top of their game.
Yeah.
So I feel like they both do different things very well. And Coach Corbin's more of the quote unquote stricter, kind of just like very structured coach, whereas Jay Johnson he's going to do whatever it takes to make you good and make our team good type of thing. So two different ends of the spectrum, both great coaches, both very close with their players, and both handle things very well.
That's awesome. So are you liking being in Baton Rouge?
Oh, no, I love it.
You love Baton Rouge?
Yeah, I love it. It's fun.
Have you been to a couple like LSU football games?
Oh, 100%.
100%. It's awesome.
I stormed that field, yeah.
Y'all, no he didn't. No he didn't, y'all.
That was awesome.
You have to.
But I know
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Because like Vanderbilt's not a very good football school.
Nah. I mean, I love Vanderbilt, but that's not in the page.
But LSU's they.
It's LSU.
I feel that. So when you put that purple and gold on, you feeling some type of way.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
100%.
It's little different events that mean a little more here. So yeah, it definitely means football here is football here. Yeah.
And the fans here are harsh too. Though.
Oh.
I went to an LSU game, man. I feel bad.
Hostile.
Yes.
But it's cool.
So you
I'm
know,
on
if
the
you throw
right
a ball,
side.
they gonna call you all type of names and all type of stuff.
Hey.
You don't throw balls.
We're not doing that.
You're not doing it.
So, and I know that you knew that this question's coming. I mean, pre-polls right now, y'all rank number 1 in the country.
Wait, hold on. LSU.
LSU's ranked number 1 in the country, pre-polls, preseason.
Wow.
And it's crazy because, like, okay, so the hardest part is not getting to the top. The hardest part is staying at the top.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think that y'all are going to do to stay up there, man?
I'll tell you this. What you just said, the hardest part ain't getting to the top or staying at the top. The hardest part is ending at the top. So
That's real. That's real.
And I've been on a team, obviously, where we started at the top, stayed on the top, and we didn't end on the top. So for me, seeing the number 1, and obviously for the rest of the team too, like it's cool it's great. All that signifies is that our coach did his job with recruiting and put together a team that could possibly do some things. On paper.
Okay.
Whereas every day we show we work. I mean, that don't mean nothing else. You got to win ball games. That number 1 ranking will go to number 2, 3, 4, until in our no ranking real quick. So I don't think that really means anything, not necessarily to me, but really anybody else on our team, honestly, because for us, we're trying to do some things that haven't been done before. We want to be the greatest team ever. So
that's awesome. And that's going to be hard.
Yeah. But on paper, y'all really do. I mean, you got you in the pen. I mean, y'all got some really good quality arms. Then, I mean, you got some really good players. You got Trey Morgan coming back. You got Dylan Cruz. I mean, y'all have the team. You know what I'm saying?
And don't forget about, hold on. Hey, Tom, I'm going to call you back. Tommy Tanks.
Come on now. I mean, y'all have a good team, but like you say, it's just a matter of putting it all together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in preparation, you know what I'm saying, are you ready for the season? Like right now, like are you ready to step out in that purple and gold?
From a mental standpoint, yeah. But, I mean, obviously we still got things we got to do. That's why the season don't start on January 6th.
Yeah, January 6th,
right.
Yeah.
So we got things we need to work on, things we got to do. Obviously, you still got to keep getting better during the season. You're not who you are on day 1, who you are on day 70 or whatever it is.
Right.
So it's all a learning process. You got to keep getting better as a team, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
So during the fall, I know y'all had y'all purple and gold scrimmage. What team were you on?
It changed. I switched back and forth. Honestly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
they changed things all the time. It wasn't the same teams the whole
It wasn't
the
the same.
whole
Okay.
fall. Yeah,
Okay.
so they mix things around, give people different looks, different things like that.
So you had to face everybody.
Yeah.
Who's the hardest here to get out this fall?
Honestly, I mean, I've always had problems facing Dylan in college, Dylan Cruz, but
He's a dude, huh?
yeah, he's.
You think he used Head and Shoulders shampoo or no? You got some good hair, bro. Like,
Whatever he using, keep using it. It's working. So,
It's working.
yeah, so definitely him. I mean, obviously you got guys like Tommy, you got guys like Paul Skeens who can hit. We got a lot of good freshmen, a lot of guys who were there. We got guys everywhere. Honestly, there's no position left.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is
that.
awesome.
No holes.
Do you think y'all's pen is an Omaha bullpen?
On paper, 100%. And obviously people got to show up and play. The season is different, but I don't think, me personally, I don't think there's a better pitching staff in the country. But I'm with these guys every day. I see what these guys are doing. I'm seeing these guys' talent. So it's, for me, I'm biased, and I want our staff to go show that what I think is right. So.
Yeah. Now, one night I was looking on YouTube and I was looking at Vanderbilt facilities. Vanderbilt facilities are
Second to none.
yes.
Second to none.
The facilities at LSU are they equivalent to Vanderbilt facilities, or like how is that?
Man, I mean, it's the same principle. I mean, the thing is LSU's got bigger facilities, Vanderbilt's got smaller facilities. That's really kind of the only difference, honestly, facility-wise. But I mean, they're both up here as far as facilities. So
that's awesome.
So yeah.
Do you think your strength coach did an awesome job with you guys during the off season, like for like strength training and all that? Was that a big part of y'all's off season?
Yeah, 100%. And we had 2 different strength coaches this fall. We had a guy who had a baby. He had to go. He's going to be a family guy. So we brought in a new guy who our coach is very familiar with, and he's pretty elite at his job. He's pretty good, and he's made a big difference so far, and everything's been really good. And
So including y'all strength program, is y'all throwing program with the strength, or is that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And we got the best pitching coach in the country. And
Who's y'all's pitching coach?
His name's Jay Johnson. He's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, so him and our strength coach, Derek Groomer, work very close together, and
Okay.
everything's tied up.
Tied
so
up.
everything makes sense. Everything worked perfectly. No loose ends.
That's awesome. So he said, got a guy named Jay Johnson. That's
Yeah.
So we've interviewed a lot of hitters and stuff like that. Not a lot of pitchers, especially in the SEC. And I talked to Josh, and Josh was saying, how hard it is to lock in as a hitter. But imagine being the one on the mound. So and then when you're in SEC play, 1 through 9, everybody's a dude, right? So there's never a time you could take that bat off. So how do you mentally prepare to pitch in a SEC matchup? What's your routine before the game?
I ain't gonna lie. I've made a lot of changes to my routine. Getting with Coach Wes Johnson, pitching coach. We made a lot of changes to my routine as far as this year. Last year, I kind of just mentally, I just focused on mentally getting ready because I felt like mentally, if I was ready, I could do anything.
Right.
But going beyond that and growing up and maturing as far as a baseball player is understanding you got to be mentally ready, but you also have to be physically ready. So just implementing different things in my routine, whether that be different exercises, lifting-wise, or this and that before, just taking care of different things to have my body in the right position and mindset. Because I had surgery this fall. Got some bone chips removed or whatever, and it was a quick recovery. I was back to throwing 6 weeks later, so it wasn't like a big thing. But just like staying healthy, I didn't understand the importance of that, and that's so important because you can't play if you're not available. You don't matter. So
that's true.
Just implementing different things to be able to keep myself healthy and prevent different issues coming just have been really implemented in my routine. So my routine has definitely changed, and it's always going to change. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing. It's just whatever's going to work to get you ready to go perform.
Right.
So.
Christian Little, you on the bus. You got 5 songs, 5 artists. Right? Come on, we got 5 artists. We finna go play Vanderbilt. You know that's gonna be one for you right there. We finna go play Vanderbilt. We got 5 songs. We finna pull up
For a game?
Before the game. I got 5 artists. I got 5 songs. What's in my beats, bro? What's in my beats?
I got a very broad music range. I listen to everything, but like before a game, I'm definitely on the rap. I ain't gonna lie, cause that just give me that mindset.
Yeah.
Who though?
Honestly, if probably ESTG.
Okay.
Obviously Young Boy.
You Louisiana.
Yeah.
You like the king of Louisiana.
Obviously Young Boy. I feel like definitely Lil Baby.
I was just finna say, why Lil Baby was number 1? I've been waiting on Lil Baby for a minute.
It's just, I love Lil Baby.
Yeah.
It's just Young Boy and ESTG really get my blood flowing.
Yeah.
After that, it's really a crapshoot. I don't know, honestly. Because honestly, I'm really gonna play those 3 before a game. There might be some songs that I like by somebody else, but I'm not gonna go to their name and press shuffle under their name.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that baby gonna ride there. Mm-hmm. That baby gonna ride. That's big. That's big. So what did you your last time topping out velocity? What did you top out at? Miles per hour.
I really don't know. I've been up to some high numbers.
When you say high, what you mean?
I just saw a pull down 101.
101.
101.
Pull down 101.
He just showed me a pull down when he was 101.
I've been 101 at times. I've been 101.
Not in the car. Are we talking?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we talking throwing.
It. Oh, no, I ain't never been 101. My bad on that. So like what? So 101 was your high? That's crazy.
That's a pull down.
That was a pull down.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Wow. And you're throwing all that force off the mound to a mitt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So tell me this. So going from high school to college, and this is crazy because you've probably had the best coaching from far as like a baseball player. Mm-hmm. You're a completely different guy now.
Oh, 100%.
100%. So if you knew what you knew now as a 17-year-old senior pitching, you would dominate high school baseball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you already dominated high school baseball.
100%. Yeah. No. I've changed a lot. Honestly, I think just like maturing and just like a lot of things off the field too, just from growing up, and that comes with age, a lot of it too. But just like learning some things, how to deal with people, how to prioritize, how to just different small things you wouldn't think about when you're living under a roof with your parents that you don't need to worry about. And then when you're on your own, you gotta, I gotta do this myself. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different things. You were 17
too at it, bro. Mm-hmm. So like in the middle of your senior year, that's wild. Mm-hmm. That is so wild.
So I asked you earlier, but obviously, the people want to know, right? You were a projected top 10 guy out of high school. First round, $1 million signing bonus, if not more. What made you go to college, man? Like, because I'm going to be real. If I had that opportunity, I'm going to the league.
You going to the league?
100%.
That's why I went, because I know I won't get $1 million after my senior year. I took the meal. I took the meal, and that was it. Yeah, I had to. I knew when they saw me, they were going to cut me.
This is a mistake. Let me go on. I feel that.
Yeah, so what was your mindset behind that? That's a really good question.
So I'll just start from the beginning. So basically, my junior year of high school, We're like, all right, cool. Like, this is going to be my last year of my high school. Like, I'm probably going to go to either IMG, a Parkview, which was in Atlanta, Georgia, or Notre Dame, which was in California, just because I wanted to go somewhere and play different competition for my senior year and prove that.
You really that dude?
Yeah, so I started doing all of that, and then Vanderbilt calls me, and they're like, on the day when they can finally call us for recruiting purposes, where they're like, hey, like, would you want to come early? Like, we feel like you can help our team, this and that, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, all right, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I go tell my parents, and they're like, nah, you're doing this. Like, don't nobody get this opportunity ever. No. So, and I committed to Vanderbilt when I was 14, so it was just like I already had that relationship with them for so long.
Wait. Don't just skip by that. Like, you ain't just 14?
14.
So was this before or after USA baseball?
This was before.
It was before.
So
wow.
But you're an academic guy, though. To say you graduated early, I mean, Vanderbilt's an academic school, right? Mm-hmm. So that academic, so you knew that's kind of the culture you wanted to be in, that baseball academic culture?
I mean, yeah, that was important for sure, but, like, I mean, it was Vanderbilt, and it's like I had a really good relationship with the coaches, and I just didn't – there was nowhere else I probably would have went to college early, honestly. Mm-hmm. So it kind of worked out the way it did. And then so I started working on all of that, and then COVID happened, where there was still a possibility that I wasn't going to go to school, but then COVID happened, and it was like, look, this is what's going to make sense right now. So then I went to school early and did that.
That's awesome, man. I remember watching the College World Series, and you were in the dugout. Do you chew sunflower seeds? You had some of your, sunflower seeds.
It was probably gum.
Big chewing or whatever, and they was talking about you. You know, like a lot of kids be graduating today, but you're out here with your team. And I was just like, he's 17 years old. And people go to JUCO and all this kind of stuff to get ready for the SEC. To be ready as a 17-year-old that's awesome. Yeah. I think that's that speaks a lot on you as a player, though. You know, so is that same player that was there, that hungry guy, is that the same guy we're gonna see this year at LSU?
No, you're gonna see an uncaged animal.
I like that. Yeah. Okay. I like that.
So what makes you different? You know what I'm saying? Because I see, like, a lot of guys can do different things. Like, a lot of guys throw hard. A lot of guys have a good slider. Like, what makes you different on the mound? You know what I'm saying? Like, because, I mean, I know just throwing 96, 97 is just not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have something to come with. You got to have the back door. You got to have something. So, like, what makes you who you are? What pitch?
I would just say I don't know nobody that competes harder than me, honestly.
Right.
I don't know anybody that when they're on the field they want to win more, regardless of what they got that day or what's going on. And then when I'm on, it's impossible.
It's over with.
Because nobody wants to win more than me when I'm on the field. I mean, that's my time where I get to release a lot of different just internal energies and things. So, yeah, I just would say I don't know nobody that competes harder than me.
Right.
So like whenever you're not pitching, right? You know you're not going to pitch that day. What's your mindset in the dugout? Like, are you trying to be like the hype guy for the team, or are you just like watching all the hitters, charting hitters? Like, what are you doing the days you're not going to pitch?
To be honest, I'm just present and I'm enjoying the game. Just as a fan would, honestly, I want to be there for my teammates, obviously, be a good team player. But honestly, I'm just enjoying the game, just like anybody else in the seats. Like, I'm there, I'm watching the game, I'm doing what I got to do. Fan of baseball.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Chris, I feel like the SEC is the highest level of baseball you can play. Yeah. What is your best moment? What is in the SEC? What is your best moment?
That's a great question.
What's the one you gonna tell little CJ about? What you gonna tell? Not little CJ. What you gonna tell little CJ?
Not little CJ.
What you gonna tell little CJ?
Oh no, I mean there's so many of them. Honestly, I've been a part of a no-hitter in the SEC. Obviously, I played in the College World Series, and there's not many people that get to do that.
No.
Especially, that's a great question. I've been multiple SEC tournaments. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, probably all of it. I probably tell them everything. But nothing's really standing out, honestly, because
it's all been so
good. Yeah, it's just like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't really know, honestly. That's a great question. I'll just say my best.
I knew it.
Oh, okay. What happened?
I just had a good game. It was a good game. Facing some really good hitters. You got guys like Tim Elko. So it's just, some different giants definitely over there. And obviously it just showed they just won the College World Series. So it was a fun one. And playing at Ole Miss is always fun too. They got an electric atmosphere.
I like when they threw the beer up.
Yeah, that was cool. The first time I saw it, I was like, whoa. What?
Hey,
it was in unison. I was like,
but just don't be the one to give it up, though. Don't be the reason why they throwing up the beer.
I think we go there this year too. Yeah.
And that, you know that LSU Ole Miss is kind of like Tennessee Vandy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's so, bro. I got a question. Like, so you've been around good guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've been around good coaches. What player, older player, that have you seen that you're like, you know what? I want to be like him. Like, this guy comes in every day, he works his butt off, and you know he's good. Like, have you ever had anybody on your team that you're just like, I look up to that guy?
Yeah, 100%. There's definitely been different guys. At different points for sure. As far as like off the field, there's different guys. On the field, there's different guys. Obviously, Jack and Kamar, big influences on me in the way I kind of just go about things. But there's always those guys that are on the team that nobody really knows about, nobody hears about. They don't play, but they show up every day, even though they're not the superstar on the team, and they're still there 100% every day. And I kind of look up to those dudes on the team who have that heart to show up every day when things might not be on them all the time. The spotlight's not on them all the time, but they're showing up 150% every day. I kind of admire those guys, and I try to take small things away from those dudes.
Because that's hard to show up and get no reward.
No reward.
You know what I'm saying? Like you guys, I mean, as soon as y'all walk out, it's like bling, 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 bling. You know, those guys just, you know, grabbing the ball bucket. You know, so that is a hard job. So what did your dad instill in you that you still living by today?
Definitely just compete. My parents always have been still just competing everything. Like, my parents are hustlers, so it's just like, die by the hustle.
Die by the hustle.
So, this is what it is.
Ain't nobody gonna outwork you. Ain't gonna outwork you. I like that.
Never. So, when your baseball career's over, because we all know at some point we can't play the game forever, what legacy do you want to leave behind? Like, what do you want people to say about Christian Little? You know what I'm saying? Because I know people are going to say, hey, he's a competitor. He competed his butt off. You know what I'm saying? But what do you want people to say about you? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what you want people to say and what they're going to say is going to be totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when it's all said and done, you know, what do you want people to say about?
I just want people to say I cared, honestly. That's really all I care about. People going to have different perspectives on you and different things. Everybody going to feel a different way about you. So I'm not here to please everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I just want people to know and think that I care.
You care.
Really,
and that means a lot, though.
Yeah.
Showing up and caring and being there, that says a lot about a player. That says a lot about a player.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as like structuring, the structure at LSU and Vanderbilt is a little different. Do you like more the freedom kind of thing, or like do you tell me like?
I think that for me personally, coming from Vanderbilt was so structured, everything is so structured. I think I took away things from there and brought it here, and I still kind of keep that structure in my life. But here they allow you certain freedoms to be able to do things that you're comfortable doing. And I kind of feel like it's more pro ballish here than it is there. But, like, I honestly, being there and being so structured for 2 years and coming into that program, like, that's kind of what made me who I am as a college player. So it would kind of be wrong for me to throw a lot of that stuff away. So I keep a lot of the structure in my life as far as just a lot of things I learned there.
Yeah.
So
I know you told me that your godfather has a baseball academy. So you grew up around some pro guys. Who was your favorite pro guy?
growing up, I always had different favorites. Like growing up, I was a catcher, and I liked Buster Posey.
You was a catcher?
Yeah.
Really?
And used to really throw people out, though.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
I heard you hit like 13 home runs or something.
17.
Yeah, I hit a lot. Yeah. 1 year I hit a lot of them.
Yeah. If you had to pick, Chris, just who do you think hit the most home runs out of me and him? If you had to pick.
I haven't seen you swing yet, so I need to see that.
Okay, I got some videos.
I seen him swing.
But you see me
I saw you swing. It was explosive.
Thank you.
His explosive?
I was all SEC.
You righty or lefty?
I was all SEC 2 years in a row.
I'll switch.
Oh,
yeah.
You switch?
He's lying.
No, he switched hands when he eat.
He's lying. His son's a switch hitter. He's like,
I was a righty.
So we at Alex Box, who hit more home runs?
Me, for sure.
No.
I hit a bomb at Alex Box.
He did.
I hit a bomb at
He
Alex
did.
Box.
When he played showcase ball.
With
a wood.
I mean-
Composite, though. Yeah, composite, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
I hit it out of real wood. Out there. So, but he was a really good hitter though. He really was. Like I was one of the ones I had to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to always go out and grind. He could just wake up in the morning and go smash baseball. So
yeah.
But I had to work. So it was like completely different. But I was way better though. Way better. If you had to pick, I was way better, bro. And I'm taller. I'm 6'2" and a half. He's like 5'4". You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more prototype, pro baseball player. So.
But man, like I say, bro, we definitely appreciate you coming on today, man. We're about I forgot what I was finna say. I'm sorry. But we do appreciate you coming on today, man. And everybody that comes on, bro, we always bless them with something. So this is an official Barnes Brothers sweater from me and my brother, man.
Let me stand. Let me show the camera.
Yeah, man, show the camera there. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So. And man, like I say, bro, we definitely appreciate you coming
Appreciate
down.
you.
He ain't have to trip on me like that. You feel me? He ain't have to trip on me like that.